Now to your family's health. Nearly 2 million Americans are living with type 1 diabetes, including more than 240,000 kids.
And for those families, managing the disease requires constant monitoring of glucose and administering insulin. Now there's a new technology that can help make life a little bit easier. And joining us live now with more details is Dr. Jennifer Sherr with the Yale School of Medicine. We're also joined by Hornbuckle with the Sansum Diabetes Research Institute. Good morning to both of you. Thanks for taking the time.
Good morning. We're excited to be here.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. Good morning. Well, Dr. Sherr, I want to ask this first question to you. So you're both living with type 1 diabetes, if I understand correctly, but to understand this technology, describe it. It's been recently cleared by the FDA. What does it do?
Absolutely. We're excited to be here as Insulet paid spokespersons to share our personal experiences with you. But in speaking about the Omnipod 5, what's amazing about it is that it's a first-in-class, tubeless, automated insulin delivery system. What that means is that a user wears a continuous glucose monitor, and that sends a glucose signal every 5 minutes to the pod. The pod contains insulin and is wearable directly on the body. And that pod has a math formula which adjusts insulin using a customizable glucose target. And so really what it's providing is much more physiologic insulin delivery. Instead of people with diabetes having to think about all the factors that impact things, it's really automating a lot of that process.
Interesting. So it's not as much of a, you don't have to always get the finger stick out and go through that process.
Absolutely. We're removing the finger sticks. They're only needed occasionally, and really instead allowing for a lot more automation, simplification, and allowing the technology to shoulder the burden of this chronic medical condition.
Right, absolutely. And the automation is obviously helping to make it easier. And Kara, as I understand, you're a mother of 2 children who are living with type 1 diabetes. How is this good for your situation and maybe parents who don't have diabetes in their history and don't know exactly how to help their kid the best when it first gets diagnosed?
Sure, that's a great question. And so I've also lived with type 1 diabetes for over 30 years, and both my children live with type 1. And I will say that people who live with type 1 diabetes and are interested in this system, it has just been such a game changer for us. We can spend less time thinking about type 1 diabetes and more time truly enjoying our life.
That's wonderful. Kara, I do want to ask you, can you go over some of the challenges that this new tech kind of help overcome? I mean, why is this such a breakthrough for not only people with type 1 diabetes, but parents of kids with type 1 diabetes?
Sure, that's a great question. So, it's considered a breakthrough device. It's automated. So really, you spend less time thinking about, the various nuances that go along with type 1 diabetes. One of the greatest gifts that we've had with our personal experience is just at nighttime. So nighttime can be very unpredictable because, you're sleeping and, you're not as alert as you would be if you were awake. So at nighttime, the system keeps our blood glucose levels very, very safe. And, we're not having to wake up throughout the night, having to just think and deal with all those other components of type 1 diabetes. So this system has just been such a blessing for our family.
Yeah,
Right.
It seems you are far more able to live alongside this disease besides just letting it tell you what to do and when to do, which is, a blessing, it sounds like. So Dr. Sherr, when will this system be available and where can people get it?
Excellent. So the system's available currently, and what people can do is go ahead and talk to their healthcare providers about using this therapy. If they're interested in learning more, they can also visit omnipod.com for product and important safety information.
Great. Well, thank you both so much for taking the time this morning. Dr. Sherr and Kara, really appreciate you joining us here on AM Extra and talking about this new technology. It sounds like a big breakthrough for those that are struggling with type 1 diabetes. Just a bit of good news this morning.
Thank you so much.
So, appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Right, thank you. And if you want to learn more about the Omnipod 5 system, go to omnipod.com again for more information.
All right.